So the first person that we are going to be sharing the story of is a woman called Frances Willard, or Willard, if it's American, because she's American, so I feel like Willard. Sorry, any Americans that we've just insulted doing a very poor accent. Yeah, I was like, I couldn't even think of the word then.
Impression.
So Frances Willard is someone who is associated with women's rights, and it's not a name that I knew in terms of women's rights. And when I read her bio, I was really inspired by the things she's done, and I think that it's one of those reasons why we are doing this podcast is to share these stories, because there are so many incredible key players, and obviously with the basis of this podcast is that their faith was a driver for all of that.
Yeah.
But there are so many incredible people who have done things that have shaped our world, and not just like faith-wise, but there are people that have shaped politics and medicine and humanity and science and technology, and we probably won't even touch on the surface of them, and there are probably hundreds, even thousands or millions of stories that we will never know because other people haven't written them down. And I think it's important to acknowledge that these stories are stories of people that have been captured by other people and other people know about. We'll try to make this as really fair and balanced as possible. I think it's important that we share these stories. And when I was doing the research for this series, I really wanted to find people that reflected different spheres and not just English, not just Western world, but wider in general. But there are probably thousands of stories that aren't told and aren't heard because of who they are as people, because of perhaps they're a minority and their stories weren't written down. So I think it's just important to acknowledge that there are many stories of people that we just never will know of, and that's such a shame in my opinion. But just highlight a few people in this series is going to be really fun. And maybe as this series goes on, you can share with us people that we don't know about, and that we can have another series of this, and we continue to share those stories, and it becomes a real key part of this journey.